Hello, welcome to part 8 of Halocraft Mining Evolved. Parts 8, 9, and 10 are going to be about the multiplayer maps. And this is the multiplayer hallway. We got this wall is so if you wanted to put rules here, you can just put signs here, anything you want to tell people before they get to the multiplayer stage. So this is the room where we have all the rooms. All these doorways that lead to the multiplayer. Each one will have the title of the map, description, and a map of the map. So today we're looking at Blocks Canyon, which is a remake of Blood Gulch. And you can see the bases in the middle of the canyon, and this is the hallway that'll lead to it. These are on the walls here. There'll be some recommended game types and some equipment you might need for the game types. So in here, this is how you pick your teams. So if you had 16 people, they wouldn't all be able to go on the same team, because whenever you step on a pressure plate, as you can see here, a piston pushes out a block, so no one else can stand on that pressure plate. And this is kind of just a setup I put in for team games. I doubt anyone is going to ever get to the point of people where you need to use that, but this is basically, I'm just going to show you how you go there. So this is where you'd end up whenever you go to the map, and this is also where you would set your spawn, and so that you would end up respawning here when you die. And every time you respawn, and also whenever you first join, you have to go through and get your armor, and then you have to get your equipment, which is you get a bow, some arrows, a flint and steel, some TNT, an iron sword, and some bread. And I'll show you why we have TNT. This is the only map where you get TNT. And there are 3 spawn points you can choose. You can spawn to the left of the base, to the right of the base, or behind the base. It's basically because you have TNT, so it's to avoid people camping the spawn point. So I'm just going to pick this one, and this is sort of where you start out. You can also spawn over here, over there. And this is basically the base. So you have this area, which is just the outside of the base with the stripe on it. The inside of the base, there's some walls here. There's this pedestal here with the flag. If you wanted to do capture the flag, you can do this. And over here, you have there's a needler here. You can also, I think, if you wanted to do capture the flag, I'd recommend, I think there's like servers that have capture the flag have like a mod or something, they do stuff. This here is basically on honor system, because as you will see, like on the outside of the bases, there is red and blue wool throughout the map, so people could just take that. You could also use a lapis lazuli block and a redstone block. And the outside of the base, there's some stairs that you can get up to the top, and here's the top of the base. And then I'm going to show you some more stuff about the canyon. So there's the base, there's the path that leads across, and here is the dividing line. See, this map is based on the old classic server capture the flag maps, where they'd have a symmetrical map. This map is pretty much symmetrical except for some of the weapon placements. And it also has these lines that determine each person's side. And back then the only real weapon you had was TNT. So I added TNT into the map as a something you can use. And since you can have TNT, the entire map is actually inside of a giant bowl made out of bedrock. So this is just so you can't actually break out of the map with the TNT. And each side has, like, there's some rocks, there's a tree, and there's some vehicles. The main vehicle is this warthog. It is a missile warthog, and you can get on it and you can fire. Yeah, it fires some arrows out of the dispensers. Back here there's a scorpion tank. And this Scorpion is not the same one as featured in the campaign. This is based on the Halo Combat Evolved Scorpion, the original. And you can get in the back, and you can get up here, I guess, maybe. to like shoot arrows while being stuck inside the scorpion, and like hidden you can like go behind the back in the inside to dodge fire. Then back over there, there's just a transport warthog. It doesn't have any gun on it. And then over here is the cave. Now there's a cave on both sides of the canyon in this map because it's symmetrical. You can see the dividing line here. And in this cave there's a ghost and there is an energy sword. And how you would get the energy sword, or any weapon really, is you would hit that and it would show up. You can get it. And out here there's some sand paths and it leads up to the cliffs. And there's also a cliff on each side. So there's a needler back there. And on here there's some plasma grenades. It's the same as the other side. Yeah, and here's the scorpion here. Here's the other team's base. And in this cave is the same as the other one. Except instead of an energy sword, it has a rocket launcher. So as for the game types, you can play Capture the Flag, like I already told you. You can play Team Slayer, which what you would do is you would go up to 36 kills, which is how many sets of armor are in the spawn, the team spawns. So whichever team ran out of armor first would lose. And then there's also, you could play Headhunter, which in the hallway that leads to the map, there's some item frames with chests you may have seen earlier. And you'd put a chest inside the base. I'd recommend just putting it on top of here instead of this block. And what you would do is when you killed the other team, you would take their helmet and you'd fill up the chest with helmets from the other team, and whoever filled their chest first wins. Then you can also play Assault, which you can see how the base is made out of stone primarily, but there's also this bedrock frame. So the objective of Assault would be you would have to blow up the other team's base, and until it was just the bedrock frame. So you would have to keep placing TNT, and since you'd have it'd take multiple people because you only get 8 TNT, so that wouldn't be enough to destroy the whole base, I don't think. I mean, you could probably do most of it, but I mean, and then like the objective would be to defend your base from the other team, or all that stuff. I'm gonna go to creative mode. And I'm going to show you what the map looks like from above. You can see there's the base, there's the other base. And then over here is something I put in the latest patch, which is only available, I think you can download it. There's a link in the first walkthrough part, which this button is just outside of every map I added in. Someone suggested it. That to end the map, you just come out here and you press this button, and everyone gets teleported back to the main area, the spawn area for the whole map. And that's it. There are some secrets on this map. I'm going to tell you. There's some. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but there are some secrets, Easter eggs, and stuff you can find in the map. And if you find them, I'd recommend not telling anyone, because if this ever gets to the point where people are playing multiplayer on it, it's probably not going to be something you want everybody else to know about. Although, it's really something you should try to look for. And that's it. So that's all about this map.